Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 40th World, where we do soap opera reviews. I'm getting back to watching The Young and Restless. I tell you, I haven't watched them in about 2 months now, and I just wanted to know what Victor was doing on the old Y&R. So I thought I'll take a look at it today. I can see why I left it in the first place. It was very lackluster. You still have the same characters in there, still playing the same old role. Really don't know what is going on. Do it need to be revamped? Do they need to bring in more brighter, crazy casting members? I don't know what it is to revive this old but lovable show. I know I would have to quit watching it altogether if they got rid of Victor and tried to replace him with some other person like they did Ridge on The Bold and the Beautiful. They let a sexy young one go. Well, aging real nice is what I'm saying. To get someone that's very well an older type gentleman trying to fill the shoes, and he still hasn't quite gotten that together yet. Because I'm still constantly, when I look at that show, Bridge on the Boat and Beautiful, I'm still longing to see the old Ridge, the first Ridge that they actually brought out when they brought out the episode. But enough of that. On to The Young and the Restless that aired on November 16th, 2016. Another one of CBS's wonderful longevity legendary type of soap that's been around. I wish they would have kept As the World Turns. I love that show too as well. But we get on right back to pretty much why I never left off. Victor creating total mayhem. Okay, still trying to erase all his wrongs and highlight others wrongdoings on in bright lights, spotlighted and ready to put them in jail, knowing his behind need to be right there with them. Okay, but we move on. The first thing we have Victor and Nikki are celebrating their two grandchild's birthday. One they didn't know about; they thought he was deceased, but you know the whole thing with Sage, and I don't know how that's gonna play out because Chelsea is holding back some knowledge she knew about Christian as well, not being Sully or Sullivan or whoever they called him because of Dylan, not being Sharon's child because she wasn't pregnant. They knew all this information prior to Sage dying, but Sage was gonna, unravel it all. But she had to go off a cliff or hit a guardrail and whatever. She died. Okay, so the secret was pretty much kept locked down until it just really starts unraveling with Paul Williams' sister. Um, shoot, I forget her name. Patty, I believe it was. She had the foreknowledge of everything. She was trying to keep quiet, and they were trying to keep her quiet, Mariah and Sharon. But anything that's done in the dark shall come to light sooner or later. Anyway, we go from that situation. Christian is having a rebirth birthday party, and Kate's just having her normal birthday party. Okay, so that's basically what we are and where we're at with Nikki throwing a bash for them at the ranch, and of course, Victor is just all glowing and want to be in everything when it comes to his wealth being taken over by his family because that's why he said he worked so hard to do what he do. Like that doggone Victor ain't nothing but the mafia enshrined. Okay, he gonna do work and still say he a family man. Okay, I can't with him. I can't. I want to don't. But if we didn't have him on this show, it wouldn't last. Okay. So then we go to Nikki and Victor start fussing about Sharon's part she played in hiding or trying to cover up the fact that she wasn't pregnant, that she was psyched out because the doctor had put her on so many psycho meds she didn't know if she was coming or going. But yes, Dylan should have been paying a little bit more attention to his wife. But we're in soap opera land, so they give us what we got and we just go with it, right? Float on. Okay, with all the ridiculousness going behind us. Okay, excuse me about that. Look, I'm catching a sinus cold or something. But anyway, we move on. We forge ahead. Both of them are arguing. And you, of course, Vic gonna have the first and the last on every conversation. So he was telling, you can't be rooting for both sons. You need to be paying attention to the one that really lost his son twice. He thought he died. Then he had a son in the world, but he didn't know it was his. So I'm like, come on. Dylan don't need no sympathy played his way. And so Nick is feeling some kind of way. She said, you're not going to make me choose against my two sons, but get that. Hell, Dylan was in the world before Nicholas, so it is what it is. All right. But they're still fussing and stuff like that. And Nick said, shut it up. Shut it up. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Nothing. Do you hear me? We're going to have these children's birthdays party, and then we'll talk about it later on. But we're going to table this discussion. Do you hear me, Victor Newman? And he was like, okay, okay, okay. Excuse me about that, y'all. He said, okay, well, we'll table it for now. But you could rest assured, your pretty boots, we're going to talk about this situation again. I mean, is he that temperamental? Is he that delicate? We can't have a simple conversation about your crazy ass crock pot son running around him trying to arrest everybody he can get his hands on because he really want me. But he ain't going to get me. I got it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, Nick look like she want to slap him in the face, because she tired of hearing his flap. So she does take up for her son Dylan at all costs. Okay. Especially where Sharon's concerned, because they always, Nick is saying this about Sharon. Sharon saying this about Nikki. They don't care two shits rats about each other. We just put it like that. And Sharon, yes, done been through the family, of course. She had Victor as a husband too. I don't know how he could forget about his transgressions. You know what I'm saying? But Victor just who he is, and they let him float like he's some kind of god on this show, and that's what it is. Okay, everybody worships Victor. Okay, don't understand why, but I guess his money runs so deep, you just be scared to face him or go up against him because he's just like a magician himself. He can pull rabbits, um, kerosene, bombs, everything out of his pocket if he need to. He have people that know how to do stuff and keep it on the down low. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, below sea level. Okay, then we go to Dylan and Paul. They're both arguing about holding Sharon still in jail. I mean, first Dylan wanted justice in everything that he touches when it comes to a case. He don't care who it is. But when the shit sits right at his front door, he can't handle it. He wants to break all the rules. He wants to turn his cheeks. He wants to turn the law upside down just so his beloved Sharon don't have to suffer no more. I'm like, you just as worse as Victor is, Dylan. You want truth, you want justice, but only when it suits you. Okay? And like Paul said, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't straddle the fence. You're either going to be for justice or you're going to be for the unlawful. It just is what it is. Okay? Then we have Christina's getting on Sharon. She's playing bad cop, good cop on Sharon. And Sharon ain't spot that mess. She's, I know what you're doing, honey. It is what it is. I'm guilty on certain things and I'm guilty on, not guilty on certain things. And then I'm just right in the middle. And right now I'm finna straddle this fence as much as I can because I'm going to be a free woman. You just wait and see. But she pretty much tells Christine, yes, I have a friend way out there in the country somewhere, but he ain't got nothing to do with this, so leave him the fuck alone. Okay, and pretty much leave me alone. Okay, nobody's gonna press charges against me. Are you crazy, Christine? Don't you have other criminals to try to lock up and prosecute? Why you always messing with the Newmans? You must don't know who we are right about now. Okay, but anyway, she still calls herself a Newman, y'all. I'm like, you a McAvoy, honey, you a McAvoy. But I guess since you don't have some new children, you can still do that thing. All right. Anyway, we move on. We have Chelsea's asking Chloe to come with her to the birthday party presentation, I should say, at the Newman's farm. They have definitely requested all Newman children, siblings, or even counterparts to come and be ecstatic about the birthday party celebration for Katie and Mr. Christian that they just found out that he was a Newman. And we have to straighten that all up and get that on par so everybody know we got a new person, a part of our clan, a new baby boy. And yes, he will be all that my son Adam, as well as his son Connor, will be back in full effect. We're gonna have Connor on one end, and we're gonna have Christian on the other end, and they gonna be battling. Just like he always put a wedge between Victoria and Nick. And then we found out he had another child by a little blind woman. He gonna pitch Adam against Nick and Victoria. So it's just, they're just waiting up for them two boys to grow up, and they're gonna be just like how Victor wants them. He always want to run his guys and his females in the family if he can. Okay. Then we go to Chelsea is asking Chloe to come with her to Christian's birthday party and Katie's rebirth. Well, no, Christian's rebirth party and Katie's birthday party. I guess she's turning 1, 2. I don't know because, like I said, I haven't been watching the story, and it's not really a storyline we're trying to follow anyway. Then we go to Faith. Faith is asking Nick, is Sharon and Dylan invited? He has no words to come to her with the right thing to say about that situation. I know he want to say, fuck no, they're not coming. I don't wish them no bad to come to them, but guess what, Faye? Your mama's kind of messed up in the head, and Dylan likes to prosecute everybody. He get a chance to prosecute. So now I want them roaches at my children's birthday party or my child's birthday party. But he didn't say all that. It seemed like he just wanted to, but he digressed. And he was like, pretty much lost for words. But he was telling her after we came back from commercial that, hey, it is what it is. They show up, they show up. They don't, we ain't gonna worry about it because it's all a day about Christian. So we go from there. We go to Travis. He's answering Victoria's phone because he pretty much gave her a kiss, thank her for last night. So they got busy. But I wonder, did he fail to tell her, which I know he did, or he wouldn't be getting busy with Victoria last night, that he had already got busy with some other woman. The woman that's in town is going to destroy whatever relationship he thinks he has with Victoria. Okay? Oh, Victoria. They're going to be back with Bill and be done with it. And be like Nick and Victor. Off again, on again. Off again, on again. Because nothing else is going to work. Okay? Then we have, like I said, Travis answering the phone after Victoria goes upstairs to call herself, getting the children ready to go to the birthday party. And it's the person that's on the other line is Abby. She's calling to talk to her sister about the comings and goings, and I guess what to bring to the birthday party, which we already know. Nikki don't got that thing on lockdown. The Kate's got it down. It is what it is. I'm like, what happened to Miguel? Miguel was their little house attendant man. So long ago, so long ago. Oh, that was like in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, I think I started watching the soaps in the middle 80s. So Miguel was on there. He used to run that household for Newman. Vic Newman is who I'm talking about. And he taught them how to speak Spanish as well. So anyway, just a little touch of knowledge for the ones that go real bad with me on these soap operas. But anyway, we go to commercial, we come back, we have Billy. He's finally arrived to the birthday party. No, I'm sorry, yeah, I went too far. Um, Basically, they're having small chitter chatter talk about, is Vicky coming to the birthday party, this, that, and that. But she thought after talking to Vicky last night, her and Travis was over. So it was kind of strange that he would be answering her telephone. Okay. Then we have small talk going on between Chloe and Chelsea. But Chloe goes on to say she will go on and go with her. Chloe just tired of her begging her. And I'm like, when are we going to get to Chloe and all her misdealings? Okay. When is she going to get burnt for her actions? That's what I'm waiting on. That's pretty much why I wanted to turn back in or tune back in to this story. Because I'm like, has she not got her just due yet? I would have thought after the 2 months I stopped watching the show, we would have had her locked up or some tea spilled on her by now. But she's still pure as snow. But we're going to see something turn and to catch a fire on her behind later on, I'm sure. Later rather than sooner, of course. Then we have Abby. Um, we already went through that. We have Billy Abbott. He stops to meet. Well, he's at the party. He's thinking he's been a little smart ass, but he knows Michelle is out there running the trail or whatever they have going through that park for avid joggers. And he calls himself getting up real fast, bumping into her. like it was an accident. I'm like, no, pre-planned. It was very poorly distributed out. Okay, executed out. But anyway, he gets her to talk a little bit about herself, but she's still like shutting them down. She don't want to give him too much, energy or information about herself since she's newly to town. But she's trying to get back with Travis. We all know, and it is pretty much as it is. She don't got that the bump and grind too, so she definitely is still good to her. She's divorced now, so she's going full throttle for Mr. Travis. That was the one lady that he did have something when before he had met Victoria, and they was talking about their past relationships and that and the other. And this was the lady that he basically was talking about that he loved, but it went south, and so he had to leave town. This, that, and the third, and he didn't think he would ever fall in love with somebody again. But like I said, he might not. Travis may not have been bad as that Spanish guy, Spanish boy. What was that man's name? He was in cool hoops, trying to overturn Victor's what you call his baby? What is her name? Summer, and her little boyfriend. I can't think of his name to save my life right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The little Spanish guy. Um, they we thought he was in cahoots with that particular gentleman that I can't remember his name, but he wasn't. But he just still seemed kind of weird to me and how he called himself coming to Genoa City anyway. So we're gonna keep tabs on him for now. But Billy doesn't really get any information. The only information he gets is that she knows Ashley, and Ashley trying to figure out what Ashley knows, because he knows Ashley got loose lips. She'll tell anything when it's possibly going to benefit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that is funny, very funny, funny, funny. So we go from there. We go to Nick. He's trying to break down why Dylan won't be coming to the party. When Dylan shows up to see Nick to tell him not to press charges against Sharon. He's Nick trying to break it down to Faye, like, why they can't come. But then, she opened up the door because they have a knock at the door, I hear a knock at the door. She go to answer. She said, "Oh, the blessing has been answered. The prayers have been answered." Dylan is here, Dad. He could come. And they looking at her like, what? What? And so Nicholas kind of gets his daughter to go on upstairs and get Christian's little. I'm so used to saying Sully, but we know it's Christian there. It's all in the opening and this, that, and the fourth. And he's like, let's go get my shoe, girl, so I can tell, you see why this man is here, because he definitely ain't getting my baby, okay? So she excuses herself briefly. She goes to try to find Christian some shoes while Nick and Dylan have some small talk about Sharon. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Billy's trying to find out more about this Michelle and what business concerns she had with Ashley. And so, he stood up there and leave Ashley a voicemail and said, you need to call me. You need to call me because we need to figure this shit out. That's, what Travis is holding on to and why is he, playing both women, because he ain't going to hurt my Victoria, not in this time and day, not in this age of life. I'm like, why don't you and Victoria just gone back and get married again and be done with it? I'm tired of that storyline too, writers. Okay, then we have Victor. Oh, Victor, he's always into something or another, trying to control something or someone. Um, but he gets back on Nicky about Dylan being so delicate and can't protect himself because he had Sharon protect him. He had you, Nicky, protecting him or saving him. Or what is it? Is he a cop? Is he a man? What is he? Okay, because I'm not getting testosterone from him. Y'all all women. No, y'all ain't worth 2 cents when you're trying to be logically with thinking in the business world. Hell, just business, period. You know, Victor looks down on women. He don't think men can control the world or they rule the world. His mentality is kind of warped, you know what I'm saying? But he gives me entertainment, so I just deal with him. Then we have Travis, Victoria, Katie, and Billy's son brings all come to the birthday party. Dylan is trying to convince Nick to talk with Christine about releasing Sharon and dropping the charges against Sharon. He's like, wait a minute, what? Dropping charges? I didn't know she had no charges against her. I was like, oh Lord, this is too much. I tell you, Paul and Christine, they always always trying to put the Newmans in jail for something or another. I'm like, is it not enough crime going out there in General City that they can attend to? Are there no burglaries? Are there no robberies? Are there no car accidents? Whatever with normal day working citizens. Why we always have to be on the Newmans? But I'm sick of Christine and Paul with this law thing going on. Oh, because once upon a time they were trying to get Jack, saying Jack was a wife beater when it was Phyllis who Kraziness had did that to herself. I mean, come on. I'm sick of it. Okay, then we move on very quickly from that situation. Go to commercial. We come back. We have Nicholas is asking Dylan, "Are you going to leave Sharon too?" Since Dylan had gave him a spiel prior to the commercial, it seemed like everybody is not with Sharon. Everybody's trying to leave her, trying to leave her corner. She ain't got nobody in her corner. And so, of course, Nicholas being facetious and stuff. He's like, "Well, hell, are you gonna leave her too?" You know. And so he looked at him very strange. Then it comes a knock at the door. Nick goes to see who it is. And it is a Miss Chelsea coming over trying to see what is going on. Then she bumps her butt on in the house, and she sees Dylan there. It is kind of awkward. So pretty much Dylan just go gangster on him and say, "Okay, are you gonna press charges or not, man? Are you gonna come on down to this police station and solve this issue?" And Nick gonna try to play gangster to my well, it's my child birthday. Okay, it's my child birthday. Like, hold on, Nick. We talking about crazy ass Sharon. She delicate as a flower, honey. You don't feed her, you don't get her no sun rays, you don't get her no water, she'll die. So he pretty much was saying, we're dealing with somebody very delicate and kind of off their rocker too, and she's about ready to sprint to nowhere land where she goes and breaks from reality, and she's gonna be doing stupid stuff like Paul Williams' sister is, and where she's tried to escape from, done escape from, and still find herself back in a mental institution. Okay, so he like, let's do it for the fam, bro. Let's do it for the fam. Dude, go on down there and talk to Christine about dropping them charges. So he leaves because he don't feel like he got through to Nicholas, and Nicholas don't even know if he got to him either. But it just is what it is. Then we go to Victoria and Chloe. They're having small talk about Adam, Chelsea, Connor, and her part she played in Adam's demise. He tells her, "Chelsea don't know about you yet, but when she do, oh my lord, the walls are gonna come tumbling down on you." And then Chelsea shows up and she sees them talking, and Victor tells her, "Oh, we were just talking about the kids. We were making small talk. Glad to see all the kids and enjoy themselves." And, Chelsea don't want to talk about right then and there, but she knows more than that because Victor don't be sitting there having no deep conversation with nobody unless they got some business dealings. And so she basically trying to figure out what in the world would they have in common to be talking so intensely about. You know what I'm saying? So then we have Billy and Ashley. They're talking about Michelle and Travis' affair with him long time ago. Okay, and far away from Geneva City. And Billy says he's not going to let Victoria get hurt by no man again. Not here, not now, not in this day and age. So you better be finding out some stuff. You better keep that Michelle away from Travis so they can have a chance at a real relationship. Because she coming with drama, I'm definitely gonna go after Travis on why. Uh, a lady in his past is bringing drama to General City and parking it at his ex-wife, his mother of his children, doorstep. So then we have Nikki. Nikki is thanking Chelsea for bringing Connor, but she's also asking, where is Nicholas? So, she bought Connor her baby, and then she bought Christian on up there too. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So then Nicholas is at the jailhouse trying to protect Sharon and defend her and trying to make the charges disappear. Okay. And he's pretty much tearing into Christine and Paul saying, hey, you do what you want to do, but I ain't pressing charges against her. I don't care what you say, the court system say, it just ain't gonna happen. So we go to commercial, we come back. Abby apologized to Chloe about where the father of her baby is. She just knows that she should know she shouldn't have did it like that. But of course, Chloe accepts her apology and all this and third until she see Billy. Then she just said, "Oh, I gotta go get me another cupcake." I'm like, "Girl, please, you should be big as a house. How you be running to protect yourself?" on these dealings because you know good and well you stole that sperm without Billy's knowledge. And that little girl Bella is Billy's child. So it's just a hot mess. I'm like, these storylines are just coming and going. They're just crisscrossing each other, making a scarf or something. Because I'm just tired of the woven of how they're trying to woven these stories together. Did I get that right, y'all? I'm trying to say, how you knit a scarf and just comes together. Yeah, maybe I should have said knitted the seams together. Anyway, it's kind of dry. I'm getting kind of parched with the storyline. But anyway, Billy comes in to the gathering and stuff, and Victoria just pretty much she tired of talking to Abby. And about the situation that she kind of confronted Chloe the wrong way, but she said, "Hey, anybody that comes to the town, they don't come back with no real answer. Yes, let's investigate them. Let's harass them. Let's interrogate their behinds." But anyway, she sees Billy. She goes over there to see what he has brought to this party, and is she gonna be able to take it home? And of course not. He done went over the top, especially when Katie's concerned. He didn't bring her no present because hers is gonna be delivered. I guess hers gonna be in a truck or something. So anyway, but he brings Connor and he brings Christian a gift, some token of generosity from his bank account to theirs. But that is what it is. They have small talk, and it just is what it is. You pretty much see that they need to be back with each other. And this Travis guy need to go on back on out of town with the love of his life before he found Victoria. Okay, then we go to Ashley. Ashley's visiting Michelle at the club. She don't found her way to getting a suite. Okay, to tell her to back off of Travis and Billy and to leave town. Travis is not single. He's not single. He has a good woman in his life. Michelle, like, I don't care who he got. It is what it is. But guess what? I'm after him now. And so Billy is wanting to see the kids, but they are at the stables. And Chloe wants to know where Nick is. Okay. So, everybody wants questions answered, but ain't enough answers to go around. All right. So y'all need to fall the fuck back. Okay. Then we go to the not last and final scene. We have Nicholas. He's down at the police station. He's telling Sharon, Dylan, Pam, and Paul and Christine, he is not pressing charges against Sharon. They can try, but he will testify for Sharon on her behalf and not against her. But they go ahead anyway with the case. Paul and Christine say, okay, hold on. So you trying to say you trying to drop all these actions, then Christine trying to get all boss with it. Just because you drop don't make we gonna drop. Well, why the hell not, Christine? Why the hell fuck not? Don't you have other people that's dealing drugs in the town or people trying to accost some, old people or banks being robbed, embezzlement going on? Don't you have other people to lurk and protect and lock up other than the Newman family? Haven't we been in news enough with our own shenanigans for you to be putting everything on 1500? Okay, on the radar scale. Don't you have something else to do? So after he pretty much verbally make a fool out of Christine and Paul, Paul and Christine go in another part of the office and confer between themselves. Okay, we go to commercial. We come back. Abby is holding Christian in her arms. You could tell she want a baby, y'all. She want a baby, but you know it ain't possible. It ain't possible with her being. And Billy's just like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm gonna go talk to Travis over there. So then we go to Michelle. Michelle is telling Ashley her and Travis will be back together. So it doesn't matter. She thought Billy was just running after her because of her fine body and her looks. But okay, you saying he was just trying to pump me for information. Well, okay, that flew over my head. I'm like, girl, you ain't been here but a minute in this town. If Victor has something else to do with it, you're gonna be out on the next train smoking. Okay, or plane at that. He can take you first class and it's going to be a no return ticket. It's going to be one way. You can best believe with that information. If he catches a sniff of you trying to hurt his beloved child, firstborn of the girl is sent. Well, his firstborn too. No, that's not going to happen. So he might have to pay you out just like he did several others. And I'm pretty to be much more after you doing the same old mess. Okay? That he looks at like a tramp, no good, garden tool, if you mean, the whole mentality. So You don't want to meet Victor Newman. You really don't want to meet him, girl. Okay, but she gone and say, hey, me and him made love last night, and actually looking like so disgusted. Like, why did you have to go there and tell me that information? Oh Lord, girl, get a clue. Travis don't want you no more. Just because you left your husband and you like, okay, I'm coming to look for my man you found, it don't mean like our house is a home again. Okay, this ain't Luther Vandross. All right, it's not, girl. Dad. But you know, she's on her high horse. She thinks she got everything straight, and she's coming for her man, and he's not gonna resist. So we'll see how that plays out. Then we go to the last and final scene. Billy is putting information together. He's going to talk to Travis about his dealings with this Michelle chick. He ain't brought it that way down. He just know Travis is messing with somebody, and he threw something out there to see if Billy Boy would catch it. I mean, Travis would catch the hint. He's looking all stupid, but that's for next episode. Like I said, it's whoo, I'm halfway flatlining, halfway putting stuff together. I hadn't even watched the show in 2 months. And you could still catch up on this lazy, drawn out script that the writers are giving us. I'm like, come on. Come on, people. Bring some entertainment. Bring some drama. This lackluster stuff y'all got going on is not doing it for me. Do I need to take a permanent hiatus? Writers, get it together. Give your viewers what they want. Because right now you ain't giving us jack. So I'll be reviewing it again tomorrow. Hope things would have been picked up by then. Okay? But we still got Victor being the devil incarnate as we all know him to be. I don't know what Jack doing. Got to catch up on his storyline. See what's going on there with him and Phyllis. And of course, we already know Billy Boy's just going back and forth like a little ping pong uh, object on a ping pong table. Okay? But that's all I had. That's all I had to give. It was dry. Please throw some sauce on it. Put some more water on it. Douse it out so y'all can swallow this review. Okay, I'm out. Peace.